You think your dream vacation is safe? Think again. We're about to show you places that look like they're straight out of a travel magazine, but they have a dark secret. From killer mountains and snake-filled islands to toxic deserts, these are real tourist spots where danger lurks at every turn. Everybody loves to visit new places, but there are a number of locations around the world which will give you nightmares. You will forget your sleep after watching some of these uncanny attractions. So, get ready, because we're counting down the top 8 most dangerous tourist attractions in the world. Would you dare to visit? I've given away islands, but I wouldn't send anyone to some of these places. We're talking about spots so dangerous, just stepping foot there is like playing a real-life survival game. You might be planning your next trip right now, looking at beautiful pictures online, but some of those pictures don't tell the whole story. Before you pack your bags, think twice. This isn't just a list, it's a warning. We're going to dive deep into why these beautiful destinations are secretly terrifying death traps. Our journey into danger starts right now, and believe me, you're not going to believe what people will do for a thrill. We're starting with a place that's on thousands of bucket lists, a true icon of natural beauty, because our first destination looks like paradise. Until the mountain decides to strike back. It's got towering peaks, pristine snow, and views that will take your breath away, literally. Welcome to Mont Blanc. Alright, kicking off our list is Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in the Alps. It looks absolutely majestic, right? A winter wonderland, a climber's dream. Every year, 20,000 people try to climb to its summit, making it one of the most popular and deadliest mountains on the planet. The problem is, people look at it and underestimate the danger. They see the ski resorts and cable cars and think it's a walk in the park. But this mountain doesn't care if you're a beginner or a pro. The weather can change in an instant, from a sunny day to a whiteout blizzard with hurricane-force winds, and that's not even the biggest threat. The real killers on Mont Blanc are the avalanches and rock falls. The mountain is constantly shifting, sending tons of snow, ice and rock crashing down the slopes without any warning. Rescue teams here are some of the busiest in the world, performing thousands of missions a year, but even they can't save everyone. Imagine being caught in a Sirac fall, where a massive cliff of ice just breaks off above you. It's like a skyscraper collapsing on your head. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You're just completely at the mercy of the mountain, and it is not merciful. Just to give you an idea of how real this is, there was a tragic case where a group of experienced climbers were making their ascent. They did everything right. They checked the weather. They had the right gear. They were moving fast. But as they crossed a notorious couloir, a rockfall was triggered from above. Rescue helicopters were on the scene in minutes, but it was too late. The mountain had already claimed them. It's a brutal reminder that despite its beauty and popularity, Mont Blanc is a wild and unforgiving place that demands respect. Over 100 people die here every single year. It's a staggering number. Next up, we're going from the highest peaks to the deepest, darkest depths. This is Jacob's Well in Texas. On the surface, it looks like the perfect swimming hole. Crystal clear, cool water, a popular spot for locals and tourists to escape the summer heat. People jump into it from the surrounding rocks, and for most, it's just a fun day out. But beneath the surface, Jacob's Well has a terrifying secret. It's the opening to one of the most dangerous underwater cave systems in the world. It's a siren's call for thrill-seeking divers, and for at least 9 of them, it was a fatal one. The well descends vertically for about 30 feet, then opens into a network of chambers and tunnels that snake deep into the earth. The first 2 chambers are relatively easy to navigate for experienced cave divers, but it's the 3rd and 4th chambers where things get deadly. The passages become incredibly narrow, forcing divers to remove their air tanks just to squeeze through. The silt on the cave floor is easily disturbed, and one wrong move can reduce visibility to 0 in seconds. You're in total darkness, in a passage no wider than your shoulders, hundreds of feet from the surface. The most sinister part of Jacob's Well is what divers call the fake exit. In the 4th chamber, there's a passage that looks like it leads up to safety, but it's a dead-end trap that has lured divers to their doom. They think they're almost out, but they're actually swimming into a narrow, inescapable crevice. Multiple divers have perished here, their bodies only recovered years later by experts who risked their own lives to bring them out. The local authorities have tried to seal the entrance multiple times, but people keep finding ways in. It's a beautiful, deadly trap that just keeps on claiming victims. Our next destination takes us to China, to Tianmen Mountain, also known as Heaven's Gate, and when you see it, you'll understand why. It features the world's highest naturally formed arch, a massive hole in the side of a mountain that looks like a literal gateway to the heavens. To get there, you first have to take one of the world's longest cable car rides, a 30-minute journey that dangles you over terrifying drops. But that's just the warm-up. After the cable car, a bus takes you up a road with 99 hairpin turns. If you're scared of heights, your challenge has just begun. The real test is the final ascent, the stairway to heaven. It's a daunting flight of 999 steps that climb up the mountainside at a steep, nearly 45-degree angle. These steps are narrow, they can be slippery, and there are no handrails for most of the way. With swarms of tourists pushing past you, one misstep could send you tumbling all the way down. The sheer number of steps combined with the dizzying height and thin air makes it a physically grueling and mentally terrifying experience. People have suffered heart attacks just trying to make the climb. And, for the ultimate adrenaline junkies, the mountain also features the coiling Dragon Cliff Skywalk. This is a glass bridge bolted to the side of the vertical cliff face, 4,700 feet up. You are literally walking on a sheet of glass with nothing but a mile of empty air between you and the ground. While the structure is safe, it's a psychological nightmare that has caused people to freeze in terror, unable to move. Heaven's Gate is a perfect example of a tourist attraction where the journey itself is the biggest danger. It's beautiful, but it will test your fear of heights to the absolute limit. If you thought the last few places were bad, we're now going to what scientists have called the most inhospitable place on Earth. This is the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia. It literally looks like another planet. You've got bubbling volcanoes, acid ponds that glow neon green and yellow, and vast salt flats that stretch to the horizon. It holds the record for the highest average temperature of any inhabited place on the planet, regularly soaring past 122 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius. It's one of the lowest and driest places in the world, but honestly, the heat is only the beginning of your problems. The air here is literally toxic. The region is volcanically active, which means the air is filled with poisonous gases like chlorine and sulfur. Breathing it in can cause permanent lung damage. There are pools of acid that will burn through your shoes, and geysers that spit boiling toxic water. The ground itself can be unstable, with thin crusts of salt hiding scalding hot brine underneath. There is virtually no oxygen in some areas near the volcanic vents. It's a landscape that is actively trying to kill you. As if the natural dangers weren't enough, there's a significant human threat as well. The desert lies on the border with Eritrea, and the region has a history of political instability and banditry. Tourists have been attacked and even kidnapped in the past, which is why you are required by law to travel with armed guards. So let's recap. You have extreme heat, toxic air, acid ponds, boiling geysers, and the risk of getting shot at. It's a photographer's dream and a health and safety nightmare. It's not a vacation, it's a survival mission. Next, we're heading to Mexico to visit a hole. But this isn't just any hole. This is the Cave of Swallows, or Sótano de las Golondrinas. It's one of the largest cave shafts in the world, a colossal, jaw-dropping pit that plunges straight down into the earth. To give you some perspective, the opening is over 200 feet wide, and the cave is so deep you could fit the entire Eiffel Tower inside it with room to spare. It's a sheer vertical drop of over 1,200 feet to the cave floor. It's so big that clouds can form inside of it. The main draw for tourists here isn't looking down into it, but jumping into it. The cave is a world-famous destination for base jumpers and extreme rappellers. Every morning at dawn, thousands of swallows and parakeets spiral out of the cave entrance, and every evening they return, diving headfirst back into the darkness. Watching this is incredible, but the real danger comes from trying to follow them. Rappelling down takes about 20 minutes, but climbing back up the single rope can take over 2 hours of grueling physical effort. Base jumping here is even riskier. The jump itself is only a few seconds long, but so much can go wrong. There's the story of a famous base jumper who jumped into the cave. Her parachute opened, but it opened facing the wrong way, sending her careening towards the solid rock wall. She slammed into it at high speed, shattering her pelvis and suffering other severe injuries. She was over 1,000 feet deep inside the earth, critically injured. It took a massive, complex rescue operation over 12 hours long to haul her back to the surface. She survived, but it's a terrifying cautionary tale. This pit doesn't forgive mistakes. Okay, this next one is pure nightmare fuel. If you have a fear of snakes, you might want to skip this chapter. Seriously, we're going to Brazil, to an island off the coast of São Paulo called Ilha da Queimada Grande. You probably know it by its more famous name, Snake Island. This place is so dangerous that the Brazilian government has made it illegal for anyone to visit. The only people allowed are a few select scientists and the Brazilian Navy, who go once a year to maintain the lighthouse. And there's a very good reason for this ban. The island is infested with snakes, but not just any snakes. It's home to the golden lancehead pit viper, one of the deadliest snakes in the entire world. And they aren't just a few of them. Conservative estimates suggest there is one snake for every square meter of the island. Other estimates put the number as high as 5 snakes per square meter. Imagine taking a single step and having 5 of the world's most venomous snakes within striking distance. There is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The ground is literally slithering with them. The golden lancehead's venom is horrifyingly potent. It's 5 times stronger than its mainland relatives and is a fast-acting hemotoxin. A bite can cause kidney failure, internal bleeding, brain hemorrhage, and necrosis of the muscle tissue, essentially melting your flesh from the inside out. Death can occur in under an hour. Because the island is so isolated and help is so far away, a bite is basically a death sentence. The story goes that the last lighthouse keeper and his family all died when snakes got into their home through the windows. This isn't a tourist attraction, it's a biological death trap. This next one might seem tame compared to Snake Island, but it's dangerous in a completely different way. It's a place where the desire for the perfect photo can have fatal consequences. Welcome to Hawksbill Crag, also known as Whitaker Point, in Arkansas. It's one of the most photographed spots in the state. A beautiful scenic hiking trail leads to a stunning rock outcropping that juts out over the valley, shaped like a hawk's beak. It offers breathtaking views, especially at sunrise. And people flock here to take pictures, get engaged, or just enjoy the beauty. The problem is the crag itself. It's a sheer 100-foot drop to the ground below. There are no guardrails, no fences, no warning signs telling you to stay back from the edge. It's completely natural and completely exposed. Every year, people get dangerously close to the edge to capture that perfect jaw-dropping Instagram shot. They dangle their feet over the side, they do yoga poses, they even hold their children up for a photo just inches from a fatal fall. The trail to get there can also be slippery and treacherous, especially after it rains. Tragically, this beautiful spot has been the scene of multiple deaths. There are numerous stories of people simply slipping, losing their footing and falling to their deaths. In one heartbreaking incident, a young woman was trying to take a picture and fell. The rescue was incredibly difficult due to the remote location. It's a stark reminder that the pursuit of social media likes can have the ultimate cost. The danger isn't from venomous snakes or toxic gas. It's from a moment of carelessness, a single misstep while trying to get a photo. It's a beautiful place, but it demands your full attention and respect for that 100-foot drop. For our final and 8th most dangerous attraction, we're going to Acadia National Park in Maine to hike the Precipice Trail. Now, this isn't a walk in the park, it's not even really a hike, it's more of a non-technical climb up the face of a sheer cliff. The trail ascends nearly 1,000 feet in less than a mile, going almost vertically up the east face of Champlain Mountain. It's considered the most challenging and dangerous hike in the entire park, and for very good reason. This trail is not for anyone with a fear of heights. The trail consists of narrow ledges, exposed cliff faces, and a series of iron rungs, ladders, and handrails drilled directly into the granite rock. For long stretches, these iron rungs are the only thing keeping you from falling. You have to physically pull yourself up from one rung to the next, with nothing but open air below you. A slip of the hand or a misplaced foot could be catastrophic. The park has numerous signs at the trailhead, explicitly warning of the dangers and advising against attempting the hike if you're not physically fit or have any fear of heights. Despite the clear warnings, people attempt the trail unprepared every year, leading to terrifying situations and numerous rescues. And tragically, there have been fatalities. In one well-known incident, a young woman fell to her death while hiking the trail. The incident led to a temporary closure and a review of safety, but ultimately the park decided to keep it open, acknowledging that its challenge is part of its appeal. The Precipice Trail is a raw, adrenaline-pumping experience, but it's a place where you are one mistake away from becoming another statistic. It's a trail that you don't just hike, you survive. And that's a wrap on the top 8 most dangerous tourist attractions in the world. From killer mountains to underwater graves and islands you can't even legally visit. It's crazy what's out there. Which one did you find the scariest attraction? Was it the thousands of vipers on Snake Island? Or the psychological terror of the Precipice Trail? Do you want to visit any of them? Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one, so tell us if you're an adrenaline junkie who would try these. Would see your benbersaibuwanesforest. Or Indiradix eater if you're and year could your aradan seer. That's just like I. And like me and would rather just watch from the safety of YouTube. For watching more attractive and dangerous places videos, visit us again soon. Like always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. It really helps the channel out, and we love hearing from you guys. Let us know where you are watching from in the comments. It's awesome to see how global the Discoveria family is. We've got so much more insane content coming your way that you are not going to want to miss. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Seriously, click the bell, or YouTube won't show you our next video, and trust me, it's gonna be a banger. We pour everything into these videos for you guys, and your support means the world. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, do take care of yourself.